Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Cipha Sounds. We're dealing with a very interesting subject. I got an email from this guy.
That's me.
About a project that he's working on, a documentary. I looked at the email way too late. I was going through like old emails. I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. All right, so Asian, it's called Bad Rap.
Yep, it's called
Asian
Bad Rap.
rappers. What the fuck is the deal? Now, here's the deal. I'm going to tell you the deal. I want to get into some real shit today. So please don't take offense if I say anything wrong or if I talk about stereotypes. I want to like really delve into what the issue is and how we could solve it. There's not a racist bone in my body. I love studying cultures, races, but I also like being a New Yorker and just straight up discussing it, where like nowadays everything is so politically correct. So let's get into what this movie is about, and then let's get into like some real New York Asian rap talk. All right? You introduce yourselves. Go around.
All right, my name is Salima. I am the director.
You're not Asian.
I'm not Asian.
What's happening here?
I'm actually the filmmaker, the director of the film, so I shot most of it. So that's how I'm involved.
Right, and what is the film about?
The film is about, generally it's about Asian American rappers, but if you get into it, it's about 4 friends who are Asian American who are trying to become mainstream, who are trying to make it.
And the black girl that watches them.
Yes.
Pretty much. That's close enough. Yep. My name is J. Key Cho. I'm the producer. I'm the co-producer of the film. Yeah.
What kind of Asian?
I'm Korean American.
Korean American, okay.
Yep. Straight from Queens.
Duh.
Hey, hey, what's going on? It's Rex Dizzy, American rapper, Korean ethnicity, I guess.
Yeah.
And very luxurious.
Luxurious, nice.
Yeah. My name is Lyrics. I'm from Northern Virginia. I'm Korean as well, one of the rappers on Bad Rap.
Sorry, just talk closer.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, good. You go.
My name is Aquafina. I'm from Forest Hills, Queens.
You are from Queens?
Yeah, what do you think? I'm not from Flushing.
But in this, oh, that's right.
What's wrong with being
Don't get
from
it twisted.
Flushing, though?
No, but
What's
in
wrong
the
with being
song.
from Flushing?
Yo, what's wrong with being?
No, but because I know what's wrong with it. All right.
What's wrong with being
There's
from
nothing
Forest?
I'm gonna tell you what's wrong
with
with
being
it.
from Forest Hills?
I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with it because I remember in her song she said that, and it wasn't. I thought she said not from Queens, but she said not from Flushing because when you run into people, they're gonna automatically assume every Asian person is from Flushing. So she's probably fucking sick of hearing that.
Yeah, like when I see Dominicans, like I just think they're from the Heights. You know
Right.
You
what
gotta
I'm
bring
saying?
Dominicans into the.
Like I love Dominicans, but I'm just saying, like it just what's
And the
wrong
ones
with
from Jersey get offended.
All right, okay.
But fuck them.
The
You know what I'm
ones
saying?
from Jersey don't get offended. They get real happy. They're like yo, we're
Yeah,
from
they look
Flushing,
real.
from
Like,
New York,
yeah,
yo.
look real. All right, so this movie is about. Well, you tell me what it's about. I'm not gonna. Or you tell me what it's about.
Yeah, so the film, as Salima summarized, is basically about Asian American rap artists that are currently active in hip hop and that have been active in hip hop. We're basically documenting that story and that side of the culture.
Is there frustration?
There
it's
are
not
some
acknowledged?
levels. There are some levels of frustration, but it's also a documentation of their stories. We just felt like they weren't highlighted, and they've been such a small minority in the culture that we felt like it's just a story that has never been told, and we just felt like it's a topic that should be discussed. But as she also mentioned, if you kind of go deeper into the film, we concentrate on 4 characters, 4 Asian American rap artists who are all in different levels of their careers, like different stages of their careers, and they all happen to be friends as well. It's not just on camera, like they actually hang out and shit. They go out, pop mollies and do shit like that. So they're chilling, you know what I'm saying? So we kind of document that, and then we kind of tell their story of how even though they're all friends, even though they're Asian Americans, they're all in different stages in their careers and where they want to take their individual careers,
And then we also have, other than just them, we also have people who've been in the game. We have Jen to kind of give context to what these kids are going through. So, we have Far East Movement, Jen, a lot of different people who can explain better.
Why are there no Asian rappers, or why was it only Jin?
I think that a lot of Asian rappers haven't been putting out good enough records. A lot of them they're kind of just happy to be rapping. They're like, oh, I broke out of the whatever my parents try to put me in, and then I'm out the Matrix, and now I'm just happy to be in it, but they're not pushing it.
Do rappers like that get supported in the Asian community so they feel like they're doing something?
Yeah.
That's the thing, is that there's what I call an Asian hole that a lot of Asian rappers will fall into.
That's a few different
Not
things.
not that Asian hole.
You know.
The other Asian hole. It's a portal that it's a portal that Asian rappers, talented or not, will fall into, where they won't branch out of the Asian American circle, and the only Asian people will come to their shows. Only Asian people will know about them. They don't branch out to other groups. They don't branch
like
out.
I've done some Asian parties, and it'll be like, I mean, packed.
Yeah.
Rocking.
Oh yeah.
And there'll be some like local artists or that scene has artists, and they'll perform and get a lot of love.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is it because they relate to them more, or they're very supportive, or why don't they support them going outside of the realm? You know what I'm saying? What keeps them stuck there?
We just gotta be more supportive as Asians, yo. I mean, I think they support them at the shows. They show them love at the venue. But outside of that, I think a lot of Asians were like save face culture too, So they don't push them. We don't, like she said, we get stuck in this Asian hole, and it's like the pseudo category of, these guys are popping in the Asian community, but the rest of the world kind of irrelevant. I think it's
like I judge my level of success or how I feel about how I'm doing when I look into the audience of my show, and when I see like white girls vibing out, like black dudes vibing out, like that makes me feel like I'm doing something right. And you don't always get that, but it's nice to see that, because it's like it goes past that, past
like,
just the Asian.
My wife is Filipino, right? And her cousin's husband, who's Filipino but moved to Texas to start his own business, came back to visit, told her about you. Right?
Oh, shit.
And then my wife was like, yo, check out this girl. Like, my wife never talks to me about music.
Yeah.
She's not in the music game, right? And she's like, yo, check out this girl. And automatically, I start assuming, do you only want me to check her out because she's Asian? And, like, my wife is not even, like, overly Asian or Asian, like super, like, enforcement of Asian stuff. My wife is just a regular New Yorker. She just happens to be Filipino. But then it really, like, hit me, like, do you want me to watch this just because because you don't show me other stuff? So
hey, something about Aquafina though. I think that a lot of Asian females, especially ones that like know about hip hop, they like her because she's not doing like most of the Asian female rappers I've seen are like so hip hop. They're like 4 Element the fuck out, like
trying to be Nas.
Yeah, like rocking like gold chains and like doing the whole like. When I say that, you say ho. Like
you also got to do power to the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's just like, hey, turn it down, like for a second, like, and she's just like bringing fun. Her visuals pop. She's talking about her vag. You know what I'm saying? The shit is it's just a good time. It's very luxurious, man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, my wife also likes interesting, funny stuff. So your videos were that. But like, why did I get that? Why did that thought process hit my brain?
Well, that happened to me. Like, I got like one of my agents, his wife is Asian, and was like, yo, check out this girl, and that's how he found me. He's not Asian.
Right.
That's how it happens. But I think what Rek is saying is true. But it's like, in anything that you do in life, you got to be yourself, because if you stick to yourself the whole way, no one can really tear you down later and be like, yo, you were faking, you were doing all this shit. Like, this is who I am. And like, more so than like an Asian girl, like, I'm from New York City, like, and I'm an American kid. And these are what
born here?
Yeah, I was
Everybody's born here?
Born in Stony Brook.
Nah, I wasn't.
Oh, where you born? Korea?
Yeah,
in
the motherland.
But like, we're American kids, and I think that's what this documentary is about, is for American kids who happen to be Asian.
This is one of the reasons why I really wanted to do this, is because when you think about what hip hop is stereotypically supposed to be, it's a black male-dominated sport. It's not for female, but it's a black male-dominated sport. And you think of what blackness is and what is Asianness. As an Asian male, you're supposed to be what? Docile. You're supposed to be this. Is what you're stereotypically thought of. So, this to me is very interesting, and that's why people can't accept it, because Asian males specifically do not fit into that box of what hip hop is supposed to be.
Right. It's supposed to, is a concentration on a lot of machismo, braggadocio. Like, there was a survey where they said, like, what's your most, a favored male ethnicity, and then, like, the least favored is the Asian male, right?
Oh,
and, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bad.
I know, man.
The least favorite was the black females.
Yeah. For the
right?
females, were the black females. So her and I, we just always joke, we're like the least favorite people in America. You know what I'm saying? But like she said, like, it's a complete antithesis of what Asian males are being represented in mainstream media. Like, a dominant Asian male figure who has all that swag and who has that strong figure was like Bruce Lee, and the motherfucker died like 41 years ago. You know what I'm saying? We haven't had like a figure like that for.
Bruce Lee died.
Yes.
Wasn't he in that movie with Lucy Liu recently?
Nah.
What?
Nah. She
I know.
But
You're lucky number
But
7.
yeah. So that guy, he's been dead for like 41 years, and then we didn't really have like a dominant male figure who in mainstream America, or at least the hip hop audience in general, could see like, Asian people look like that, and they could do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when they see Asian American male rappers or even female rappers, it's like a complete opposite of what they kind of perceive to be.
Yeah.
But even female rappers, even Asian women in hip hop are exoticized. You see, like, in the music videos, they are the exotic women. They're not supposed to be fucking rapping. They're not supposed to be doing that. So Awkwafina in herself is like an enigma, because you just don't see it.
Because I'm not, like, I just want, like, to not be sexual. I'm just not sexual, like, at all. Like, right now. That's awkward.
Hey, can I say something? Oh, my bad. You done though? Hey, I just want to say that I think the Asian male, eventually, as time goes on, people get desensitized, and the Asian male is gonna have his, moment in the limelight. Yeah, and I mean, like, as time goes by, everything's gonna be crazy. Like, people are gonna be married computers and shit. But I don't know how that connected, right? You know what I'm saying?
Rex
but I'm just saying that, like, hey, like, I'm just being selfish right now by being in this film, especially as the most irrelevant rapper on this thing. I'm enjoying it, and I'm just like, hey, man, I know it's gonna happen, but I'm trying to make it happen sooner than later.
People need to know that this is gonna be the year for. Everyone always says this is the year for Asian Americans, like all the Asian American writers. People say that though, but like if you think
this
about
year,
it, like
2014.
because look at it, like Eddie Wong got a show on ABC. He has a network look. Asa Akira is like blowing the fuck up. Like she just came on like a crazy book. Like it's just like there are all these people that are just kind of just getting into like it's not. It's 2014. Like,
but why? There has to be some kind of blockage or hate or something. Because if there's that many Asians and they're so supportive, why isn't it just going?
I don't think there's actually that many, because if you really look at the statistics and the population, like, Asian Americans consist of less than 5% of this, of
y'all
America.
5%ers. Peace, God.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
100%
Got
of
the
all
old
the
earth.
Oh, so really,
Shout
it's
out to
really
my
that
old
low?
earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, white people is what, like 60.
Yeah, white people. No, white people
70%.
run. They run shit.
Like,
they run shit.
Yeah, so it's like a majority, but like if you really look at it like in a socioeconomic perspective, like if you're like a label exec, right, and then you're investing in like one of these guys, and you're looking at it like, yo, if I sign this kid and I gotta flip this kid, like I'm thinking how many records or how much money I'm gonna make from this kid, right?
Off Asian support?
No, yeah, off Asian support. If you're thinking in that math,
so if you're doing the math, it's not a lot. It's not.
It's like, yo, the money is not that big, but I feel like because of how everything is becoming viral and how everything is connected with internet, like that perception is changing. Like, yo, even if I don't make money off this kid here in Utah or Wyoming, I could probably flip him in Asia, where there's like 1.6 billion people out there. You know
how do you feel about that? Like, would you go and pop off in Asia?
No.
If it wasn't working here?
We knew that question was coming, and I think y'all got like answers.
No, Asians don't know what a queef is. That's just what it comes down to. They're not gonna understand. It's a cultural disconnect.
But you're okay. So that's your choice. You don't want to do that because
I don't. I would feel awkward rapping about
Because you're American.
Because I'm American. I feel awkward rapping about Janet Reno in Beijing to a bunch of people who don't. Because like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going out there with like a nippleless onesie. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going out there with like just me. They're not gonna understand.
Yeah, it'll be more phonetic rap, you know. The whole lyricism will be dead.
For me, it's just I mean, I'm from America. Even my last album was a very American theme. It was a concept, and I wanna blow up here. And the thing is though, even if I were to go to Korea, like we've been posted on like Korean sites, big like hip hop blogs, and I think a lot of things get lost in translation. Like their comedy is kind of like slapstick based mostly. Right? And like they don't get that self-deprecation. Like you bring it to UCB, you know, thing, they probably would be like, yo, like they'll laugh at the comical shit.
Right.
Yeah, and on top of that, like they mentioned, like these guys are American kids, and you were just talking about that before. Like, yo, why didn't it cross my mind that these kids aren't American? Like, why do I think like, oh, like, because we were just outside, and then there was a lady who was asking us like, you know, what are you guys here for? Like, we told her about this film, and then they asked us like, so do you guys rap in your native tongue?
Right. Yeah.
If it was a black
English.
dude, if it was a black dude or like a white dude or even a Latino dude, I don't think that would have crossed their mind. Like, yo, like, do you rap in like Spanish or do you rap in like some native African language? You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's Thurston Howell, though.
what happened?
Thurston Howell, though.
Thurston Howell, yeah. Shout out to Thurston Howell. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, so that perception, I feel like it's still like causing the limitation to think like, yo, you guys could make it in Asia. But it's like, yo, we're fucking Americans. We fucking pay taxes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you didn't think that.
I don't pay tax.
Okay.
I don't think you should have said that. Yeah, I don't think you should have said that.
Like even Jin, when he came out, his first record was called Learn Chinese. Like, why?
Talk about this. We talk about that specifically in the film, but you know.
I mean, the thing is, what I think had happened, because we had a really good interview with Jin. What I think happened with that is that Wyclef wanted him to be himself and be overly himself, but it's like, I'm already Asian. I can already see that. You don't need to push that, and that is one of the things that, you know. That is a debate of whether you have to push your Asianness or do you just let your rap speak for yourself. Yeah. And if you're good, then your rap will speak for yourself. But you know, if not, maybe you have to use maybe you have to learn Chinese. Maybe you have to do that. You know, and I think it was like, I think they just didn't have faith in him. Or whatever it was.
It seemed to me that it was kind of the way, I mean, I don't know what really happened, but what the video seemed to me was like some dude in a suit was like, this is who you are and this is what you need, like this is what people are gonna perceive you as. Let's like blow out that concept. But it was mad corny. It's like someone coming up to me and asking me to like go out there and fans, you know, and I'm with some fans and ribbon dancing, like doing shit like.
Well, he was like from the battle scene, right?
No,
like, didn't he like rip people to shreds on some battle shit?
My man was like giving out his CDs in front of Fat Beats. Like he was like, he was in 106 and Park. Like he killed it 7 weeks straight. And then I think all of us here remember exactly when that shit happened as kids, like going home and watching BET, and we're like, yo, like
Hero.
that dude is gonna like take us there, you know what I'm saying? And then when he came out with that song, like we were just all confused, like what's going on right now? You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't even his style, kind of.
Yeah, but I think he specifically mentions.
Oh, it was a good song. No, it was a good song.
Specifically mentions in our interview with him, he's like, yo, I don't think anybody at the label at the time knew what to do with me. Like Virgin didn't know.
That's what it is.
Rough Riders didn't know. Like, we just didn't know how to market Jin. That's exactly what he said.
Market him as a rapper.
Right, but that was already.
What does it matter that he's Chinese?
Like, that was already 12 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And the perception of Asian Americans then, it's a lot different than how it is now. You know, like at the time.
Is it different?
It is.
What's different?
I mean, they didn't have figures like Eddie Huang. I mean, shout out to Eddie. Like, I
don't know who Eddie Huang is.
So Eddie Huang is a celebrity chef. I mean, I guess.
Oh yeah.
So he's a very outspoken celebrity chef, and I feel like this current generation. What is this generation X or Y? One of them, right? So this viral generation.
Isn't it millennials?
Yeah, the millennials.
Still millennials?
Yes, we are.
Are we still? Yeah. So I feel like this generation that we kind of have our own control of how we present ourselves, thanks to like outlets like YouTube. So there's no like gatekeepers or barriers stopping us. Like, yo, this is how we're gonna market you. Like, we go on YouTube and drop a video and be like, yo, fuck this, fuck that, and we could do whatever the fuck we want.
That's what it
Whereas
is.
before there were limitations to these outlets.
How does it feel when, like let's say some black kids or white kids or whatever press the link, you pop up, and they go, ugh, some Asian shit.
Right.
Like that can't feel good.
Dude, I've been trolled so hard for being Asian. I felt like I was back in like elementary school, you know? Like all of it. It's like, but you know what? It's almost like they can't say shit because it's like I'm not rapping in an Asian accent, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like they can only say something to a point. But the reason why it's changing now is because you can't go out in the street and no one's gonna come up to me in the street today and be like, yo, what up, chink? Like they're not gonna like say that shit to me. Back then, that happened to me a lot. Like when I was 11, 12, like that would happen to me all the time. People would like, you know, do the eyes and like ching chong, you know what I mean? Like they can't say that shit now because we're in New York City in 2014. Like no one's allowed to say that shit. So it's just, I think it's becoming the language is a little bit more reserved. People aren't allowed to be openly racist anymore.
Why? Why aren't they allowed? They'll get in trouble?
Yeah, I think it's just a more forward-thinking time. You know, it's a more progressive year. You know, certain things are allowed to happen. Like Barack Obama's president, you can't say that like we're a backwards nation in that way. We still are, and I think that if you go in the middle of the country where there are no Asian people, like they're still racist as fuck. But like in New York City, they can't say that shit. They're not gonna get away with it. You know?
I mean, she has a very solid point. I mean, unfortunately, we still have a rapper named Chink's Drugs. And then, like, this guy felt like it was right to drop the name Drugs instead of Chink.
Chink's? Okay, Chink's name is offensive to you.
I mean, yeah, like, initially.
Why?
I mean, initially when I heard, like, Chink's Drugs, I didn't really think of it. You know, like, I was like, oh, maybe it's some, like, mafioso reference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some Italian shit.
Yeah.
And then, like, I think I read it in an interview where it said, like, yeah, like, in the hood, like, you know,
eyes were
low. Like, people just call me Chinks. And to me, it was just like, okay, like.
You take offense to that.
No, I mean, I didn't take offense to it until somebody brought it up. It's like, yo, that shit does not, like, trigger something in you. And I was like, yo, it actually does. You know what I mean? Because even in hip-hop, how many times does people get away with saying, like, yo, my eyes are low, like, when I get high, and, like a Chinese person, or, like, a Korean. Like, Jay said it in his line.
But your eyes are low, though.
It is, like...
No,
it is like, yeah,
though,
but you're talking about
like, is it hurtful when people say
I don't think,
like,
I mean,
Asian eyes are different?
But at the same time, like, if you say any physical trait about any other race, you know what I'm saying? If we say a physical trait about African Americans or a physical trait about white Americans, I mean, I guess especially like other minorities.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like in other ethnic groups, they, like, you know, because they're really not gonna take it with as much offense. I mean, they're gonna take it with a lot more offense. Whereas Asian Americans, I feel like they just kind of take it for what it is, and they just let that shit slide.
You're like used to it.
It's like before I was like, yeah, I don't care. But like as more time passes, I just feel like, yo, like if we don't say anything, be like, yo, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm not cool with that. Then that shit, people is just gonna let that shit slide.
Dude, people's careers are ruined for saying like the N-word. You know what I mean? Look at Donald Sterling. He lost a team because he was being racist.
I mean, yeah, he like that shit.
But he was being racist. He was being mad racist. Like, I can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
Justin Bieber, like, look at what he was saying on like being videotaped.
But you
like,
know, he's still gonna
but he's still gonna sell records. That's why it's a selective process. But like,
exactly.
But like, we'll get in even more trouble. Right. Because we're already sticking out. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not. It's a very selective process.
Yeah. I mean, even in media, we're like the comic relief. You know, the Asian character, we're that stereotype guy. When you see us in the movies, we come in mad Asian, not like the cool hero, the protagonist of the movie, but we're always just that.
Well, Jet Li.
It's
kind of.
Yo, my man didn't even get a
Jet
kiss
Li.
with Aaliyah, son.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
My man fucking saved that chick, yo.
Oh no,
like
I'm thinking
fucking for
I'm not
bullets
thinking
and
of Jet Li.
shit.
Sorry, I'm thinking of the other guy.
Who?
Donnie Yen.
Donnie Yen?
Oh, the Jackie Chan.
Yeah, Jackie Chan is still like a funny dude.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
Chan's
Like,
a
I love
kung fu
Jackie.
Kung fu rapper, you know?
You know
He
what
has
I'm
mad stereotypical Asian parts.
Like,
in his
Jelly
movie.
was dodging bullets and fucking saving Aaliyah, and then motherfucker didn't even get a kiss. And then you know what I heard? The crazy part is, I heard there was a screening, right, of the film where he actually gets a kiss, and I heard the audience was going ill. And then they had to take that shit off. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's actually word on the streets.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that, I mean, of course, that shit was like,
What
with
street
13.
though?
Word on that straight.
That was like,
I believe it.
Flushing.
that was
Okay,
that was
Main
like
Street?
Straight flushing.
Were you
Main
at
Street
Joe's?
But you know what I'm saying? Like, that was like 13 years ago.
But come on,
13,
do they
14
have to
years
bring
ago.
out all the food at once? I like my thing in courses. Sorry.
Yo, I went to a banquet in China. Like, and they wanted to try to do a Western, and they did it like when they brought the little plates out at once, and all the Chinese girls at the table were like, "I'm so hungry." Like, they couldn't do it. They could not do it.
I was at an interview like 2 weeks ago on like some online radio show, and they started asking my dick size and shit. Like, I was just like, and then like the girl was asking me, so it wasn't too bad. But the dudes, they were all chill though. I mean, I didn't walk away angry and shit. Yeah. But then the two other dudes just like, they were like really into it. And I was just like, damn, like this is a weird ass.
Oh, Rec.
This would never happen to like another.
That it's really big, because it is.
Hey,
whoa, how do you know?
This wouldn't happen to any other, race and shit. So like, I'm just like, how you gonna ask another man like, on air and shit, how big's your dick?
Nah,
like,
I mean, Asian guys have it a lot harder than Asian girls in that department, and it's not true because I have been around many beautiful Asian men in my time.
God bless you.
But I've also been around a lot of ugly Asian men. But I mean, like, it's a both. It's like the same with any race, Y'all are beautiful. Y'all are 3 beautiful Asian men. Just love your bodies.
Hey.
Literally, like, every comedian, every stereotype, like, small penises, like, that's gotta, like, feel
the battle rap
crazy.
Circuit, that was what it was,
Right.
It was good at math.
Well, that's all right.
Drivers,
yeah.
And
bad drivers.
Size, you know what I mean? Those are, remember what Dumb said in the documentary.
Right.
But like, okay, bad drivers.
Right.
You're driving along the highway. You get cut off 3 times by an old white lady, right?
Yeah.
It's like you just get mad because someone cut you off.
Yeah.
But then when an Asian person cuts you off, mind you, 4 Asian people have gone by and not cut you off.
Perfectly.
But an Asian person cuts you off, you're like, oh, they fucking can't drive.
Oh.
Yo, I was in the car with my grandma in Flushing. My grandma's an 80-year-old Chinese woman. We're in the car. There's like this bitch coming up in like a Mercedes SUV, because like they all drive in Flushing. She's coming up. She cuts us off. My grandma goes, "Oh, this Asians can't drive." I was like, "Yo, you can't even see above the steering wheel. You can't even see shit."
We fucking all up in that Fast and Furious, man. Like, how you gonna tell us that we can't drive, yo? You know what I'm saying? Like it has nothing to do with a certain race.
Just don't go 20 miles
you know
down the highway. That's it.
It has nothing to do with a race. I mean, like, motherfuckers out in Oakland, they do 20 miles on the highway, and then, what's that? The Ghost?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. Some Korean ladies, with the big SUVs, like.
No, but all women in an SUV can't drive, right? It's not built for them. Right. You guys got it
I don't
fucked
know
up.
about you. I don't know about you. I'll drive an SUV.
Yeah, but you're a gangster. I could tell.
All right.
It's different. You're not like, scared.
I mean, just to kind of bring it back in terms of like hip hop, like, I guess, like, I've noticed, like, when people like us like step on stage, right? And then, like, I don't know, like, I guess, like, when Rick, I mean, he specifically, like, you was on tour with like members of the Wu, and then people
members of the
Wu-Tang. Yeah, so like, this Wu. Yeah, so like, people, they kind of like look at him like, yo, what is this kid doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, like, we pretty much win them over with what we could offer as artists. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you mentioned it though.
That's what I'm saying. Asian rappers who use that as an excuse, like, yo, man, they don't accept me, or they're biased. That's bullshit. Because when you hit the stage, and then the first 4-8 bars, if you get them and win them over, that's actually an advantage. You come through with the stealth mode. You come through, people are like, yo, it's song on stage. And then I kill it, and they're like, "Damn!" And then I'm more memorable than the.
Yo, that Chinese guy killed it.
Yeah, I'm more. Exactly.
That's the worst,
yo. My boy go, he's a singer. He went to the Apollo, and then everybody else killed it. But then when he killed it, because he's like a small, short Asian dude,
it's unexpected.
Like, he killed it.
It's the
and then
effect.
Everybody gave him the stand.
So you guys have either end of the spectrum,
right?
Worse or best, and like there's no middle. We're trying to get to a middle where you just regularly accepted.
Categorized as Asian rappers, or we could just be rappers. You know what I mean? Like, when we have that label, we're already boxed in. We're already in the middle of the folder. So we're trying to just be considered just
Manila.
rappers.
I get it. Well, this has been very interesting. I feel nothing has gotten better. But it's interesting, and I hope it brings awareness. And I mean, a lot of different people have a lot of similar issues. So hopefully you just listen to the music, watch videos, the talent, and hopefully that shines on through. And whatever I can do to help, let me know. I would love to come check out some shows and support the documentary. and you know, just get some cool points with my in-laws. You know. All right, I gotta go. Hey, Cipha Sounds, Hot 97, support bad rap. Boom.
Thank you.
Started as a rapper, my parents laughed in my baggy pants. Went to school with Discmans on, tapping on plastic pans on the tray at the table at lunch with a bunch of derelicts. Freestyling, comparing if I was better than rappers, sharing it. Swag wasn't necessary, but skill was imperative. This is before YouTube, way before people sharing it. Lyrics had to be errorless if I wanted to win with raps. There's no one harder to impress than my Virginia cats. I got my style from the East, I didn't need the others. I found Premier in the beats, I learned from 3 big brothers. Biggie, Big L, and Big Pun, rapping is nourishment. Ready to die to Ebonics, capital punishment. They say that I should dumb my lyrics down, but I must have got them. They say that I rap Nova too much, but I'm asking what's the problem? Bad rap crew, no crew bad as us. I saw your girl too, she looks like a platypus. She got ho me, she pulled out a puss in front of me. I saw the lyrics tattooed us around the bush. Rex Dizzy, get busy.
Gets busy. Chilling out here. You ain't hear my single though. Korean motherfucker, despicable. Never played the minion role, like them little yellow dudes. I eat yellow food, maybe black food, white food. You don't like dudes? I don't like dudes either. I like puss. I don't beat around the bush. Stick my foot in the tush. I just want to be the preferred to win under your skirt. Come through the cut, make it hurt. It's the year of the horse, so I found a limb like Bobby though. In Mexico, probably popping Molly at the donkey show. You and your posse is pussy, you ain't Pacquiao. Smells like tilapias. Looks like I'm gonna knock him out. I'm past newest, plug your mouth up like a pothole. Cabron. I punch a chupacabra in the snot nose. Make tacos out of cucarachas with cilantro. Serve it with sriracha to my opposition, vato. Do. Show wasabi up your nostril. Watch the world burn like final word from the gospel. You wanna be Sinatra, I'm big guwap, y'all know. Ice cream cone face, pot belly, the whole ensemble. But I don't down lean, I'm in the sauna with the steam. With a couple bad bitches, pedal the Pablo thing. This was for my immigrants, living a counterfeit dream. Lighting cigarettes in the cold, know what I mean?
Yeah.